Oh, mate, it's a chilly day here at the farm, eh?
Yeah, feeling a bit peckish.
Yeah, now you mention I am a bit hungry. I just don't know what would hit the spot on a day like this.
How about a fruit salad?
Yeah, let's cook a fruit salad. All right.
Hey Luke, how's the fruit salad coming?
Let me check. I've burnt the apples and the bananas.
What are we gonna do?
Oh, jeez. I'm still hungry, but I don't think I can cook indoors. I've got an idea though. Follow me to the cruisers. Man, the outdoors just make sense, eh?
Yeah.
The fresh air, the scenery, you can hear the river running. I can think clearly now. I reckon we get some fire going, and I've got an idea for lunch. In the fridge, I have some chorizo. My dad used to make, so my dad's from Chile, and he used to make this thing called choripan, which is like chorizo with like a salsa on top. So we've got the fire going. We're gonna have to wait for that fire to come down into charcoal. If we just use the fire now, we'll burn the sausages. We need it to kind of come down to coal. So while we're waiting for it to come down to coal, what we're gonna do is, it's a good time to kind of have a crack on the salsa. It's just tomatoes, onions, coriander, chili, and some lemon and stuff, right? We'll start dicing the tomatoes, if you can give me a hand. So this is the rough size. I'll show you what we're going for. We'll do like a rough dice. And then what we'll do, we'll just chuck it into our bowl. So what we need now is the onion. If you ever feel like crying and you don't want people to know that you're crying, if you chuck some onions, people can't tell the difference. That's what I do. It's just the onions. I'll be honest, I stole that joke off somebody on Instagram. All right, so this is where we dice onions, all right? We go and make some slits like this along the way. So now what you do is you then make a slice at the top here. So now you've done all your prep work, right? You come in and look at those tiny little cubes. Because this is a big onion, half an onion is pretty good. The next thing we need to do is our coriander. Do you like coriander?
Yes or no?
Yeah, sick. Some people have this thing, it's a real thing, where coriander tastes like dishwashing liquid to them. I feel sorry for them, because coriander is beautiful. In Mexico they use a lot of coriander, and in Vietnam they use a lot of coriander. I don't know about you, but Mexican food and Vietnamese food are some of my favourite foods. And what do they have in common?
They all use coriander.
There we go, mate. The secret to coriander is you don't want to do this. You don't want to do... because it bruises the coriander. So what you do is you fold it into a bunch like this. You do really thin slices, but you go from right to left. That's the one. Love it. Into our bowl. Beautiful. Our final bit is the chili. How are we with chili?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, you're all right with it or what?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool. Oh, how about this? How about we'll do the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we'll put it separate, and then we'll add in how much chili we want as we go.
You reckon?
Yeah, cool. All right. So, what I normally like to do when I do this guy is I like to go down the middle like this, then I'll put him next to his mate like this, and then I do. And see how my fingers are tucked behind? You know what I mean? They're not at risk of any danger. And the knife is just sliding on those knuckles. All right, I'm going to chuck this into another bowl over here. All right, so I've got a spoon.
Looks a bit like a fork.
Nah, it's all right. No. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to chuck a little bit of tomato like this into there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack my salt. Like that. I'm going to use my spoon. Chuck a little bit of onion in there. About that much. I'm going to chuck a little bit of coriander in there. About that much. All right. And then we get a little bit of chili in there as well. Whew. Mate, it's going to be a hot day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my bowl I'm going to go ham on my lemon there. Bang, like that. I'm going to mix all this together. And now I've got my own personal bowl of pevre. And just because a little more salt, just to be safe. All right, so I reckon grab a bowl and put together your own bowl of pevre. See how you go. There you go. So now that it's got charcoal, perfect time to chuck on our snags. I'm going to chuck them on now. You know what to do, my bro? Chuck them on. Perfect. Jack, the reason I like to open them up is we're essentially kind of like smoking it. So as you can see, the smoke's kind of passing through it. There's a lot of good flavors that get to come through here, which is pretty cool. I reckon they're pretty much ready. So what we'll do is we'll go get our bread rolls. We'll try a snag. All right, Jack, so just grab this spoon and...
I think this is a knife.
It's a spoon, mate. No, I learned this in cooking school. What I like to do is I like to cut down the middle like this. So then what we do, snag in there, salsa on top. So let's go get our snag. Make sure he's living in that little pocket there. Look at that guy. So what I do, chuck him in the sausage like that. There we go. So now what we do is we've got our salsa that we made earlier, and I'm just going to go like this. Let's chuck that in there.
Definitely think a proper spoon would be easier.
Yeah, this is a proper spoon.
I think it's fork.
No, when you go camping, everything's a spoon. Everything's a spoon. Alrighty. So that's what mine looks like. Up to you what yours looks like. So I reckon cooking outdoors makes up for about 80% of the flavour.
Yeah.
90% of the flavour. But the final garnish is the view.
Yeah.
So we're going to go find a nice view because it really just makes it. Mate, 30 minutes from home, it's not a bad way to have some lunch, eh?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, bro. That hits the spot. There's just something different about eating in the outdoors. The outdoors just makes sense. All right, Jack, number one rule, we've always got to put out our fires. I'm going to go grab some more water, just to be safe. Cool, now let's go.
Oh, that looks really interesting.
Look, I know it's not the shortest way home, but it'd be rude not to, eh?
Yeah, let's do it.
That was the fun little detour that we found
Yeah.
by accident. Some of the best tracks you find by accident, but also some of the worst tracks that you find by accident.
Yep.
Because you go, oh, that'll be fun. Oh, 3 days later.
Yep.
Anyway, this was fun. You enjoy yourself?
Yeah.
Same time next week?
Yep.
Sounds good. You know, they say mud baths are good for the skin and that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
It's all natural water too.
You do really thin slices, but but you just do one thing. So you go from left, wait. You go from right to left. Because I'm going to make my bowl. Like that.
With the sticker.
With the sticker, yep.
Taste this part of a lemon.
Just, yep, that's it. It's just
Tiny bit of tomato.
Yeah, you don't want that much?
I'm not a fan of it.
Really? I wish I knew that before I bought 10 tomatoes. We got these fresh bread rolls this morning from a little bakery in Maui, which is nice. They're called French rolls. So I was
Oui,
like,
oui.
oui.